I know, Mama whispered. But your child deserves love, not shame. And so do you. Months passed. The pregnancy became normal. Mama returned to church. Chinoza grew more protective of her sister. When the baby was born, a girl, they named her Joy. Ebuka never returned. But life did, and from that shame came a quiet strength. Nolly later started a support group in the village for single mothers. She told her story, not to boast, but to cover someone else's shame before it swallowed them too. 2 years later, Nolly sat outside the small tailoring shop she had started just a few months after giving birth. Her daughter, Joy, now almost 2, was asleep in her lap. Business was slow but steady. And for the first time in a long time, life felt peaceful. Chinoza was now in her final year at the university. Mama Nolly had regained her joy and was even leading the women's fellowship at church again. People had stopped whispering. Some had even started bringing clothes for sewing. Just as she reached for a needle and thread, a shadow blocked her view. She looked up, her heart stopped. Ebuka, he stood there, older, a bit thinner, but unmistakably him. Ndoli, he said, voice low. She froze. Anger. Shock. Fear. Confusion. Everything hit her at once. I didn't know how to come back, he continued. But I've thought about you every day. Her voice was flat. You didn't think hard enough 2 years ago. I was scared. Irresponsible. I admit it, he said. I heard you had a child. I just wasn't man enough then. She looked at him, really looked. He wasn't just a boy anymore. Something about his posture, the look in his eyes, guilt, maybe growth. She's asleep, Nolly said finally. Your daughter. Tears filled his eyes. He knelt beside the child, not touching, just watching. His lips trembled. Can I be part of her life? Question cracked something inside her. She wanted to scream no. He didn't deserve it. He ran. He left her to face the fire alone, but then she remembered Mama's words, gossip won't raise your child. God will. Maybe grace wasn't just for her. Maybe it was for him too, I don't know yet, she said slowly. But if you're serious, you'll have to end that place. I will, he whispered. She nodded. Start by coming on Sunday. Not to my house, to church. Come clean. He swallowed hard. I will. On Sunday, the congregation buzzed when Ebuka walked in. But he stood before them and said the words no one expected. I abandoned my responsibility. I failed Nolly. But I've come back. Not to make excuses, but to make it right if she and God will allow it. Nolly sat holding Joy, Mama Nolly, beside her, placed a firm hand on her shoulder, and gave a slow, approving nod, because sometimes, shame ends not when people forget your past, but when you face it and let it go.